So it's the morning, about 7:30. Fog finally lifted. We're in Eastern time zone at Kaskaskia Lock in Illinois. Kaskaskia River dumps into the Mississippi, and this lock, they let you tie up to it. Maureen's positioned to let go of the rope. We're all set to go. She's to slide that rope off the cleat after I undo the rear cleat and jump in and get the controls. So the fog is lifted. You can see out to the Mississippi out there that it's another fun day against strong current, and we're on our way.
We are getting ready. Good morning. I'm leaving Kaskaskia Dam, Lock and Dam. It's one of the few places that they let you tie overnight, and it's in Illinois, right off the Mississippi River. And there's a lock here that we don't have to go through. We just go back out to the Mississippi River this way and head on to our journey. Leaving Kaskaskia Lock and Dam, and we'll be heading upriver, and there is some fog. It kind of looks like there might be one way up there in the fog. We'll see when we get closer. But you can see a pretty good distance anyway before the fog hits. Our first barge for the day. He's making Ed jealous how fast he can go as he's going downriver. Kaskaskia Warrior.
Kaskaskia Warrior.
Operation on St. Denis corner here. This is interesting because they got one tugboat in the middle. There's a lot going on here. And then we have one coming across in front of us, and he looks like he's going to the back to give a nice, to help push. Wide they have, but they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 long. And Ed's favorite, the dump truck, getting ready to dump. Sent me out here to get this. Hopefully it's not going to take off. Stuff going on here, a lot of industry. For all you dump truck lovers.
So the water is on the Mississippi River is just coming out of flood stage at Hoppies. And so this is a view of Hoppies. It's literally a barge with a building on it, and then a couple smaller barges behind it. You can see Freebird tied up there. And we're the only boat here right now, but we're glad it's here. We picked up 400 gallons of diesel coming against this super swift current. we've been burning much more than we normally do. And we're told that the fire department's putting in a new building and dock right up there, which actually kind of causes a little bit of a swirl in the current coming at you here. But Hoppies is just a must-stop place with the little town of Kimmswick, and very friendly people, that very helpful. Great stop on the loop.
To get to your boat, you walk through this little building that's on the barge, and there's all kinds of interesting stuff in here. Got a little door. You can sit and watch the logs float by. And table and chairs, some portable gas tanks, some big pots, and our boat is right out here. There's Freebird. There's the front of Freebird. And there's all the logs gone by. Thankfully, they kind of stay out there. And so even though we're right on the river, they're not, most of them are not coming in here. Once in a while a little one comes in. But that's it. So here comes Ed.
We forgot to get the Wi-Fi password.
Do they even have one?
I have no idea. I kind of doubt it.
Oh, look at all the pictures up here. All the old pictures of the family.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, the Hoppy family. Huh. Wonder which one is, looks like me right there with some other guy, huh? I got caught, didn't I? Huh. And then, out this door, down a little red step thing, is our boat. Had to back it in after we got fuel, and here's where we stay for the night. There's the land.
So I'm looking out the window at Hoppies, out of the window of the boat, and there's like a steady stream of logs floating one way and barges going the other way. This was a fairly large one, and we passed him about, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours ago. And this is just a tremendously huge towboat pushing this barge against this current up the Mississippi River during flood stage. Try to zoom in on the weight that comes off him. Just pretty impressive.
This is what we look at from Hoppies coming by the boat. This is going to be happening all night long. All of these logs are just going by. And we've been sitting in there having a cocktail, just thinking, oh my God, we are crazy. Some of them are just gigantic. It's like one huge log like that after another one. It's crazy. There's 3 more coming. You probably can't see them that good, but they are there. Plus red buoys, green buoys, and there's no markers left on the river when you're driving down the river because they're floating down the river. But somehow, through my husband's wonderful driving skills, we have made it to Hoppies. And tomorrow Grafton, hopefully we will make it there. Getting out of here in the morning might be a lot of fun. We're going to have to wait for the guy to come and help us get out of here. Because this is our swim platform, and this is what's right behind us, and the current is pushing us towards that.
When you stop at Hoppies, the little town of Kimmswick is a short walk away, and a must stop is the Blue Owl restaurant. They're only open for breakfast and lunch, but they're open till 3. So we make sure we get here so we can have a meal at the Blue Owl. So we're in downtown Kimmswick, kind of on the main drag. This ancient barn really interested me. And a lot of the shops are just really interesting little gift shops. One called Mississippi Mud, which if you've ever been on the Mississippi River and know how muddy that water is, it's aptly named. Here we have the Anheuser Estate that's sitting right on the Mississippi River. We struck out today. It's closed for a private event. But this little road, once you cross the tracks, takes you into Kimmswick. It's got to be no more than a half-mile walk into the little cute downtown. Another beautiful day on the Mississippi River. Thankfully, we're safely tied up at Hoppies. Here's an example of what's floating by. This fairly large log has torn out a green marker, and it's just floating by along with tons of other debris. And I'm glad we're here, but this is what we've been dodging our whole trip. And it's kind of funny, but this tow down here, you see a little more debris. The name of that towboat pushing this is Catherine Maureen. Maureen's best friend is Kathy, and so this is kind of a combination of both of them. We've passed this guy twice already coming up the Mississippi, but he goes all night long, and so we'll probably have to pass him tomorrow too. It's kind of another typical thing on the Mississippi, but we get a good night's sleep and that guy's up all night. Or hopefully they've got multiple captains that do shifts. So you can't trust every green marker or red marker you see on the Mississippi. Thank goodness for chart plotters with all the accurate data on them. Still at Hoppies, the sun's going down. I just had to show you, I knew if we were here long enough, I mean, there's still an amazing amount of debris. If you had a sawmill and would collect the debris going by, you could build a whole neighborhood of houses. But here comes a floating red marker. We had a green one earlier. This one got tore out by some giant logs, and here goes a red one. You're supposed to notify the Coast Guard when you see markers out of place, but we've seen so many markers out of place, we'd spend all day long on the radio. So I would suggest if you're going to do the loop backwards, it turned out to be a little more challenging than we thought.
Might have to wait a while tomorrow for the guy to come to work at 8:30 in the morning, because this is our swim platform, and this barge is right smack behind us, and the current is pushing it about 5 miles an hour.
I'd really like to thank all of Freebird's subscribers. We really enjoy reading your comments and answering your questions. Please subscribe and come along for the ride.